Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to April's What Are You Playing edition. I never know how to say these things. And who's playing some games with me tonight? I didn't even say it. Games my mom found. And who's playing some games with me tonight?
I am Joe Butler, and I'll pull your devil trigger.
This is Joe Larrey, and I am here to talk about a good Ubisoft game. I know, it's rare.
Oh, it's actually rare.
Hey, it's Robert. I'm just here to talk about some games I've been playing, some shows I've seen. That's about it.
And I'm Kyle, and I've made a shocking discovery. You guys, Konami made a lot of good video games.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
At some point, they didn't.
Yes.
And they are again. I'm so happy they are again.
Same.
Why do I have cats? I'm just questioning because all of a sudden I heard a Funko Pop go falling to the ground, and I'm like, what? Funko Pop? That Funko Pop falling. And I looked over and I go, oh, that's why.
Oh, I had a mess episode today. It's taking off a game topic, but I was putting on my shoes to go out to do some stuff, and I heard a crash in the basement. Go down there, my shredder shins fell because I had them hanging to dry, and the seam bust apart, so I got to re-glue them now, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, that does not sound fun.
No, especially when I already paint them gold.
Well, as we do every month, we just talk about games we've been playing, some movies we've been watching, TV we've been watching, and we'll start off with games. And I'll go first. I'll bring up the game that I bring up every month. I still play Marvel Snap. Who would have guessed? Still play every month. I'm still having fun. I mean, I honestly think they have improved some things with the game. I think they made it a little bit better than it was. They've been adding more free cards in the game. So, like, about almost every month, they'll have like a little event where you get a free card if you play through the event. I mean, you have to play for about a week. But if you're just going in, log in, do your missions, play 3 times a day, you're fine. Like, hell, I even skip stuff and I'm still fine. Like, you don't have to spend money. But it's nice that they're trying. I mean, they're not as good cards, sure, but hey, at least you're getting new free cards to play in the game. Like, it's something nice that they've been doing. And they also are completely changing their economy in the game here later this month. So I'm excited for that too. We have spotlight keys, which you earn keys and you essentially gamble to open up a pack. And you'll get one of 4 cards, and then eventually if you spend all 4 keys, you will get the new card, and you'll get some other cards too. But they're changing it now where you open packs that you will automatically get a card that you don't have from that Series 4 or Series 5. So you might not know what you're going to get, but you're always going to get something that you don't have. And I like this new idea better than having to wait for certain cards to be in the spotlight, and then you just not, waiting. And yeah, I like this new system because you can then get old cards that you missed. Where with the current system, you have to save up a certain currency that I don't do. So, but it's very cool. I mean, game's still fun. I mean, they're trying. They're putting new cards in all the time. They're constantly updating things when something doesn't work or if something is too broken. They're constantly fixing it. And no, the game is still really good. I'm getting every card this season actually because I have a lot of resources. So yeah, Marvel Snap's still good. I hope people still play it because and even if you missed it, they're doing things to make it easy. So I do appreciate they're doing that too. They're trying to make the game easier for people who might have, skipped out for a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I played that.
Good game. It's a good game. Right now we're in the what the hell is the season? Oh, the What If season. Blech.
Another What If season?
It's What If, yeah. Because of the show, I think. Maybe the show was supposed to come out around this time or did come out. I don't know. All I know is I have a Infinity Ultron that I have to play at some point. So, because whenever they have new cards, if you get the newest card, if you play that card during the weekend, you can earn some of the currency back that you use to buy the card. So, of course, I do that. But yeah, still play every day. I'm playing it at the moment. So, Marvel Snap is still good. Oh, and I'll get my other mobile game out of the way just because I'm still playing that stupid Doomsday Survivor game. Every day I log into it almost.
You're still playing that?
Yeah, I am. I even had to delete stuff off my phone to update it because I didn't have enough room.
Shit.
I don't know. Damn it. No, still play it. It's I don't know what it is about that game, but I'm like almost maxed out in my town. So we'll see how much longer it goes. But yeah, every day I log in, I do my little stuff. I even made my own alliance that nobody joined. So yeah, stupid game. I don't know why I play it.
Stupid game, you can't stop playing it.
Oh, it's dumb. It's really dumb.
What is it, like a top-down game or something?
Shelter, kind of?
It's kind of like you have a shelter, but then you also like top down. There's a little bit of top down stuff where it's like a really basic RTS. I mean, basic RTS, but I don't know. I just keep playing it every day and just kind of do my dailies, and I haven't spent $1 on it. Thank God. But it tries. Oh, it tries. It doesn't have a season pass. It's like, here, pay $2 for this. Here, pay $2 for that. And I'm like, no, fuck you. Get away from me. You're taking my money. Marvel Snap takes my money every month. Takes $15 usually.
Oh god, okay.
That's fair.
Someone gets my money. Just I ain't giving it to this game. Yeah, that's all my mobile games. Joe, what about you?
Sorry, Mike. While you were talking about your weird card game, I'm sitting here playing my weird card game. I have decided to do the worst thing ever and play the Pokemon TCG mobile game. Yeah. Only because it scratches the sadistic I'm high. Thank you, Kyle. It scratches the sadistic itch of opening a pack every day, and I even pay $10 a month, so I get 2 extra packs every day. So I open like 4 packs a day, and then you may ask, "Oh, do you play online?" No, because kids are assholes, and they play this more than I do, and probably use their parents' credit card.
Well, you just collect it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with just playing the game to collect.
Yeah, and I love collecting, and whenever they bring back robots, I will play that again. But for right now, I think I'm fine collecting cards I cannot use physically.
Is there trading in that game?
Yes, you can trade too, yeah.
Okay.
The only reason I know that is because one of the other Kyles was trying to get someone to trade a card with him at one point in our
Yeah,
Discord.
and they just released the shiny collection, so there's a booster that you can get shiny Pokemon in. Meanwhile, I have gotten my 1000 Gibigool because that Pokemon is ugly and I hate it. My husband gets goddamn fucking shinies all the time and got a shiny Charizard last pull. So, I guess I can go fuck myself. Pokemon.
Hey, now you're stuck just like me. Once you spend that $10, you just can't uninstall the game now.
I spent more than that, but it's okay.
Oh, hey, I can't say anything. I've been playing Marvel Snap for 2 years. Yeah, do the math. I don't want to. I don't want to know.
Well, sadly, this stupidly started because one of my good friends was like, "Hey, do you guys want to play Pokemon and collect Pokemon with me?" And I go, "In this Poke economy? Fuck no." But they're like, "But you guys can play with me." And I'm not gonna lie, I've never known how to play Pokemon my entire fucking life.
Same.
It's super easy, honestly.
It's
Wow,
not
okay.
fun. It's not that fun.
It's not that fun. No, it's honestly, I can see why kids are into it. Pokemon's supposed to be played in under like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, not even that. Maybe under a minute.
I disagree. You're not playing it right then if it's that quickly.
It might be. When is the last time you played Pokemon? That's how the game teaches you how to play.
Hey, you remember when a Jungle Edition came out?
No.
That was
the second
first
pack.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the last time I played
That and the
Pokemon card.
ancient fossil.
Yeah, it probably plays a lot differently now, but either way, I cannot spend more money on Magic, so we now play Pokemon on the phone.
I've thought about downloading it, to be honest.
Don't tempt yourself. They give you a lot of good.
There's a reason why I haven't been downloaded. I have card issues. I found out.
Yeah, I think everyone does. The kid in you.
Yeah.
But that's me. Who's next?
Joseph.
Well, I guess I'll just keep it going on with card games, but I have been dipping my toe into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. You want to talk about games that do not play anything like they used to? Oh my god, I feel like I'm doing homework while playing this game.
Yu-Gi-Oh! This day and age is fucking psychotic from what I've heard.
It is. You legitimately can win in your first turn in this game now if you have the right card. It's insane. Like you look at these cards now, they don't even have attack power on them anymore. They're just giant paragraphs of text, and they all do these crazy effects. Like you can literally just negate your opponent from doing anything. It is ridiculous. And I don't know why. I've just been feeling like playing a game back into Yu-Gi-Oh! After about 15 years. And I thought it was going to be kind of easy, and I was in for a very rude awakening. Yeah, so people who don't know, Master Duel is, I guess, their like online game, but they realize that a lot of people haven't played in a while, so they do have a lot of single player options as well that teach you the new game, which has been very helpful. And it's pretty rewarding with giving you cards and packs and stuff so you don't get completely obliterated. But like any card game, you're going to go online and find the kids that just use their parents' money to get all the super nice cards. It's been an experience, but yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is insane. And yeah, it's definitely a lot of work in this, but I'm still coming back to it. I guess I'm just a glutton for punishment.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, howdy.
Do you know who makes the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mobile game?
Konami?
It's Konami.
Yep. It is
I can tell
Konami.
you're high.
Yeah.
And Robert.
Lately, I've been playing Lego Marvel Superheroes, the first one,
Yeah.
because PlayStation's been dropping the prices on all those games for like $5. So I've been scooping those up and going to the a Lego binge.
Hey, Lego.
They're good little game. Yeah, they're good little games. They're fun just to like be stoned and fucking days out. You can fall asleep to them, wake up, and you still play the game from where you fell asleep. Like,
I've heard those games are always good, no matter what, though.
oh yeah.
Most.
At the beginning, they were a little rough.
Yeah.
Then like. There's some that if they don't have like vehicles or flying abilities, even just if you have to walk, that kind of sucks.
Some of the early ones I don't like as much, but Lego Batman is good, but it can be confusing.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah, the first was Lego Star Wars when it first came out on the PlayStation 2. That's what got me hooked.
Same. All right. And Kyle.
Yeah.
Well, to start things off, I have a couple of things to sort of catch up on what I've been playing the past couple of months. So, my birthday was in early March, and I actually got a couple of games for my birthday. So, from my legal guardians, I finally got a copy of Bakeru, the new game by Goodfeel, which is the ex-developers of the Ganbare Goemon games from Konami. They went on and formed their own company, which is Goodfeel. They do primarily Nintendo games, but that's pretty much them in a nutshell. Yeah, and I've been playing Bakeru, and it's fantastic. It's it pretty much just flat out is like the new generation Goemon. Like it's Goemon for this generation. And it's a fucking blast, and I love it. It's available. Ironically, I just said they're primarily a Nintendo company. Oddly enough, Bakeru is also available on Steam, so you can get it on PC as well. But yeah, you can get it on Switch and PC, and I've been playing, and I fucking love the shit out of it. It's ironically for a company called Goodfeel, it's giving me the good feels. It's reminding me of all my favorite memories of Goemon. The gameplay is fun and solid and really easy to get and understand, and it's fun just to play. The controls are good. Everything feels so well made. It has that like classic Konami charm, but not from Konami. So yeah, Bakeru is excellent, and I highly recommend it to everybody. Go pick it up. If you can, go pick it up on Steam or go pick it up on Switch, whatever way you can. Go pick it up if you want a new Goemon game. This is as good as it's gonna get right now.
Good as fuck.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I love it so much. The next game I got from a friend of mine who's a total fucking sweetheart. I got Tokyo Extreme Racer for PC. And that game has been a total blast. I wasn't sure at first how I was going to feel about it because I didn't know if the controls would feel good or if it was going to try to be like super realistic all the time, like so many other racing games like are nowadays, like modern racing games. But Tokyo Extreme Racer is a total blast. It's really fun how you challenge people to races in the streets. Keeping upgrades up on your car. Everything's actually pretty simple and really easy to understand. Tokyo Extreme Racer is a total blast. I'm really having a lot of fun with it. So there's that. Those are the two games that I got for my birthday, and I love them both. They're just total blasts. But that's I have some more games to talk about, but that's my first half of this.
I'm around. And Joe, do you have any other games to mention?
Yeah, so I do this thing sometimes where I get really stupid and I buy a brand new game if it's something I very specifically want to play. But sadly it's a little early, but I'll still mention anyways. I decided to buy the Bleach game for my PS5 because apparently it plays like ass on PC.
Oh no.
From what I've seen. But I bought it for my PS5 because it sits there and looks at me like an asshole, and I go, that's fair. So I bought it for the PS5, and all I can say is it's a very different game. It's not so much a fighting game as it's more like it's a really big fan game, and it plays more like Smash. Every character is broken.
Okay.
So if they can do it in the show, they can do it in the game. And so I haven't unlocked all the characters yet. In fact, I'm like fucking third through the fucking storyline, which is pissing me off. I really need to play that. I've played versus with my husband, and he's whooped my ass several times, and it's pissing me off. So I need to get the better characters and just whoop his ass. So, but the only thing I can recommend if it gets better on PC, I probably recommend it being on sale. I'm a huge Bleach fan. It's probably my favorite anime of all time. But also, it's not like, oh, I want to know what the Bleach storyline is. No, you're probably just better off watching it because this cuts like as it is with a usual anime game, especially if it's for fans. They cut like a lot out. So yeah, if you're a big Bleach fan, I highly recommend it. If you want to get into Bleach, I probably wouldn't recommend it unless you just kind of want to what is it? Unless it's on sale, probably. So if you want to try to see what Bleach is like, that's also probably an okay pickup point. But I would still refer the anime to people. And then also, if you're a big Bleach anime fan, super go ahead. I've been loving every moment of it. Been having tons of fun with it.
All right. I mean, with anime games, it's hard to find ones that actually like retell you the story.
Mhm.
I tried.
Yeah.
With
Usually
Dragon
they're
Ball
always
Z.
they're always usually just big fan, like, oh, you're a big fan of this, you know what the story is, so just play it as a video game.
Especially at this point, I feel like because Bleach has been going on for a long time, so
Yeah. It's still going, might be.
it hasn't ended yet, has it?
No. In fact, it ended like twice already. It's even
Great.
funnier.
And Joseph.
Next game on my list here is Pokemon Legends Arceus. I've decided to replay this in anticipation for Legends ZA.
Oh yeah, we're getting that.
Yeah, that looks good.
It does. But so Pokemon Legends, I think a lot of people like view this as an open world Pokemon game. I think it's a little bit closer to probably Monster Hunter, I would say, with you have 5 different zones, and once you go in there, you can actively explore them. And the big thing with this one was that you don't need to get in the battles to catch the Pokemon. You can just like sneak up on them and throw a Pokeball and catch them, and they will actively try to attack and kill you as well.
Yeah.
So, I will say this game actually makes the Pokemon kind of threatening again after the last couple have kind of, I don't want to say kidified them, but not really made them intimidating. But it's a cool game. It's mostly based off the Pokemon from Diamond and Pearls. This is set 100 years before that. But there are obviously any new Pokemon game. There's, region variants and some new evolutions, although those new evolutions kind of call into question some things because that would imply they went extinct. Pokemon lore is dark if you look into it.
Oh god, I just played Platinum. Or not Platinum, I just played Black and White 1, and there's some darkness to those games.
Oh yeah, there is. No, like I said, it's similar to Monster Hunter. There's still the traditional battle, but they introduced this concept called strong attacks or agility attacks, which, while it's a small change, it actually does change the combat pretty drastically because it could change how many moves you go in a row, or if you have to be on defense or things of that nature. It's definitely a nice change for the Pokemon, which I know a lot of fans thought the gameplay was getting stale, and this was a nice change at the time. I know then they followed up with Scarlet and Violet, and that was the whole thing. But I think Legends is definitely good.
Do people not like Scarlet and Violet?
They liked the gameplay, but it ran like ass, so it was
okay.
Kind of counteracted it, yeah. But hey, we're getting an upgrade with the Switch 2.
Okay, I was just curious. I don't know. I don't really follow anything Nintendo that much.
Yeah. So I would say this is a good Pokemon game. If you've been out of Pokemon for a long time, this would be a good starting point to hop back in, I think, because I think just having that semi-open world thing is just very cool, and it just kind of makes you, at least this is how I pictured Pokemon back when I played it back on the old Game Boy in the day.
All right. Robert, do you have any other games to mention?
Just another one, mobile Vampire Survivors, since it's a new update now. I've been playing that one now. Still trying to knock out everything and catch up on my different systems with the different Vampire Survivors.
I'm still not done with Castlevania yet, so I understand.
Oh, yeah.
I'm currently playing it as we talk right now, trying to just get some more stuff done in that game, so I get it.
Yes, same. I'm playing on my Switch.
Yeah, they added the free DLC.
Yeah, it's got some good weapons in there. Some good shit.
Based on Saga. The Saga series from Squaresoft, or Square Enix. Not what I expected. Yeah,
that's the one thing, all this reference of these characters I don't really understand, except for the Castlevania and the Contra. That's the only ones I really know.
I have no idea who they are either, so don't feel bad. The only game I know of the Saga series is Saga Frontier, and so far there's nothing from that series, from that game yet, that I've seen. So,
So they have 2 Konami properties in there. Do you think they would get Metal Gear in Vampire Survivors?
Oh my god.
That'd be cool. They had mechs in here, so like you could put Rex in here.
It would be so fucking cool if they could. I mean, but
I would play that. I would play the game.
Vampire Survivors is well worth the price of $4.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all the DLC, well worth it. Game is it's the most I played any game in the last 20 years. Easy. So yeah, highly recommend it. Okay. Thanks. Kyle.
Okay. Well, let's see here. What else have I been playing? I've been in the mood for a couple of PC Engine games. And lately, I've been really hooked on a classic, the game I consider a classic. I've been playing it for years now. I played the arcade version and this version for the home version for TurboGrafx and PC Engine. I've been playing Pac-Land. I love Pac-Land so much. I think it's such a fun platformer. I love that it came out before Super Mario Brothers, so it was Namco that was really the trendsetter. The platformers. It's such a cute game. Pac-Man is so cute. I think the game is so easy to understand and it's fun to play. I love the different control schemes you can play with the PC Engine. And yeah, it's just such a great game. And I love all the extra care Namco put into the home port for Pac-Land. There's a bunch of extra levels. There's like 2 extra loops added into the queue. So there's like a normal version that has an ending and everything. And then there's like an extra world that's like extremely hard. And then like there's an ending to that too. So like there's all sorts of endings. And yeah, Pac-Land is just so good. I love it a lot. And moving on. So I was able to get myself a copy of the new Suikoden remasters. And I'm really impressed with them. I think I finally understand why people like Suikoden so much. They're good RPGs. They are really well developed. I love how they feel in battle. I love when you have like a whole bunch of characters in your party. That's a lot of fun. And I also, while waiting for the Suikoden remasters, I finally tried Eoden Chronicle, excuse me. And that game's also really good too. I know some people are extra critical of it because, like, you know, they were probably like the Kickstarter backers and everything. But myself, though, I didn't Kickstart back it. I played it though, and I think it's actually pretty good. It also feels pretty good as a RPG game. So I've been playing those, and those are both good. What else?
I'm glad you're playing Suikoden, because those are 2 really good RPGs, and I'm glad you get to experience that.
Yeah, I played the originals on PlayStation, and they're fine, but it felt like they were a little slow at parts. But I feel like the remasters really speed up a lot of the slow parts, and I'm happy for that. And they look great, and they're really well made. I really like them a lot. They're a lot of fun. What else? I have been playing Pokemon Black for the podcast, and now that it's going to be out soon, I can say it.
It'll be out before you hear this, yes.
Right, okay. Yeah, I've been playing Pokemon Black, and that was an interesting experience. Pokemon Black's not my favorite generation, but it's still a generation I like, and it's a lot of fun, and it's good stuff. And I enjoyed what I played of it. Let's see here. I have also been playing... Let me think. What else have I been playing?
It's a better generation than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I agree with that. In honor of my birthday, I also played through Earthbound Beginnings for the NES and Earthbound for the Super Nintendo. And I call them my biannual playthroughs of them, or maybe my annual, because like I play them quite often. I love those games so much, especially Earthbound for Nintendo. And I'm really happy with how I was really happy with this playthrough of Earthbound. I managed to get the Sword of Kings, and I was like, fuck yeah. So I was like really proud of myself. And it was a good time. Playing through Earthbound's always a nice time. I love it. It's always a good time. Such a fun, breezy game. And it just gives me all that 90s nostalgia that I love. It's such a good time. And to wrap things up of video game stuff, I had the weirdest kind of craving to play through Resident Evil 4. I wanted to play through the original and the remake. I got the original 4, Resident Evil 4 HD, on Steam for like dirt cheap. So I got that for like a few dollars, and I got that a year or two ago. And with remake, get it through different means. And and yeah, man, I've actually beaten the the Resident Evil 4 remake before, so this isn't my first time playing through it. I gotta be honest, I actually prefer the Resident Evil 4 remake over the original. I love the original Resident Evil 4, but like that remake kind of fixed things that I never liked about the original, and I was like, oh, this kind of made it into like a perfect game. I still love the original Resident Evil 4. It's still a trendsetter. It's still lots of fun. There's so many fun, just good gameplay moments in it. I love shooting people in the kneecaps or in their head, and then they like are stunned, and then you can run up and fucking roundhouse kick them or like German suplex them, and it's like, God, that's so good. That's so satisfying.
It's the only way to do it.
Yes. And
I need to play it someday, the remake.
Yeah, and then the remake of 4 is also excellent and really well made, and I loved it so much, and it fixed issues I had with the original game, and I was like, holy shit, I never thought this could get fixed. Like, I didn't know if, like, Capcom would be willing to actually fix the issues I had with it, and they did, and it like, oh, now it's perfect. This is literally just perfect. I love it so much. But yeah, I've been playing those games as well, and that's pretty much been a lot of the games I've been playing the past few months.
Okay.
I might still have some other ones in store for random mentions, but that's pretty much everything I've got.
Okay. I unfortunately don't have any other games. Joe, do you have any more?
As a man who is a complete Resident Evil freak, Mike knows Resident
I do.
Evil 4 will always be the perfect horror game. I believe everything up to the intros where he goes, "Where's everybody going? Bingo!"
Bingo.
is what every horror game needs to achieve to be
Yes.
better. And the only one that's ever done it's remotely close is RE7.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Yeah, I loved opening RE7 too.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Both suffer the same issue where the game dies when you get to the lab. But anyways, I got two more. They're roughly short. I completely forgot, Mike. I've also done another atrocity towards mankind.
Yes.
I restarted Warframe. I took 2 steps and went, man, that was a nice. That was a nice time in the acid. I burnt my toes and I sprained
Ow.
my pinky. I'm never playing that again. So it's just sitting on my lap. It's on my computer. Because I'm missing basically the entire main game before I can even start to do the fun stuff. So
MMOs, is it an MMO or some kind of multiplayer game,
you
right?
can play it single player if you really want.
You
I
play it single player, can't you?
It's
stay away from stuff like that.
It's essentially an overglorified mobile game, honestly. You get there's characters to buy, weapons to buy, main and secondary weapons to buy, melee weapons to buy, skins for your space dolls to wear, and then you can even go from your ship to the even later on, spoiler, you get wings, so you can customize the wings for your space doll. There's a human piloting your space doll, so you can buy outfits for your person who is supposed to be you. Warframe.
That's where they get all your money, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then you go, oh, I spent so much money today, and then tomorrow happens, and it's like, hey, thanks for logging in. You get half off a half off coupon. Half off. I'm wasting money not spending it, and then you buy more shit, and yeah. And then both games I'm playing both with friends. Me, my husband, and another couple are playing Baldur's Gate. All 4 of us are on there just because we really want to know what the story is. But Baldur's Gate's long as fuck, especially if you play it normally. So we're all cheating. My friend's husband is the main character. He is King Arthur. He carries around Excalibur. That thing does so much fucking damage. He basically one-shots most of the bosses. My husband is a war dancer, and he basically dodges everything and whips people across the screen. Our other friend is some kind of poison witch. I'm not entirely sure what she does. I don't really remember because it's a lot. And then I picked a mod for a sniper class, so I can basically, as long as enemies are 9 meters away from me, I do massive damage. But I'm also incredibly squishy. Even though I'm like level 4, my hit points were like fucking 13 hit points. And then besides playing them with that, I've also been playing a game called Traveler's Rest. Cute little indie game. This company basically has both Traveler's Rest and another game called Ale and Tail Tavern. Same concept if you're one of those people who really likes playing games where you own a bar. One's 2D, one's 3D. Pick your poison. People get mad. You can swat with the broom. Really cute, really fun game. And just, goes through all my favorite things I like to do whenever I want to pretend to be grounded in reality.
All right. Hey, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters with any video game. So
Yep.
I prefer 2D than 3D graphics. I noticed, but that's because I grew up with that. So
sometimes it's a lot funner too.
And Baldur's Gate, has anybody turned into a bear and done any action?
No, we're all fucking around way too quickly that we have no time for romance. I hit on Asterion and he told me to fuck off and I got sad.
Oh no.
that's because you're playing probably the newer version that they might have patched that out where they don't get as horny as they used to.
No, they never patched that actually.
Oh, they didn't?
They left that the way it is. I think it's funny. No, Asterion's the lawfully evil character, so you kind of have to be a dick to get him to like you, and some of the stuff isn't worth it. So you can't get him to love you in the first act, but you sure as fucking get him to love you in the second act. I fucking guarantee it.
I don't know anything about Baldur's Gate. I just know I don't want to play it.
Hey, do you love D&D?
Yeah, but isn't that game like 100 hours?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, get an example. Game's 100 hours. You cheat a little bit. We're already halfway through the second act, and we've already only gone through like maybe 10 hours. So it's kind of like playing Persona on easy, and then you also have the God Persona. It's 80-hour game gets turned into a 60, and probably more than that.
I mean, I beat Persona 4 in a week, so.
Yeah. So it's
I know he looks forward to when I rush through Xenoblade Chronicles for this show someday. Somebody made that comment. Okay, because that's gonna happen next year. I'm gonna try to tackle the first one. So That's my goal. All right, Joseph, do you have any games to mention?
Yeah, I got 2 more games here. First one, like I mentioned earlier in my intro, about a good Ubisoft game. This is the game that I'm talking about is Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. So this is another Ubisoft game that they don't advertise for reasons I don't understand. But
the top-down one?
Yeah.
Or, sorry, like the puzzle one where they come like marching down towards you?
Yeah. It was originally a DS game, and then they remade it for modern consoles. And yeah, I guess the most similar thing I could say is it's like, I guess, Puzzle Quest, but it's really not like Puzzle Quest. I think that's the thing that it looks like it. So yeah, like you said, you have your opponent on top of the screen, and then you're at the bottom of the screen, and I'm trying to explain this because there's a lot going on with this game. It's essentially there's a grid and you have units and you have to match them vertically. When they go vertically, they can then start charging to do attack, and depending on your type of unit, they have different charge times, anywhere from like 2 turns to 6 turns. And then you also get special units called Elite and Champions, and they have specific criteria you need to charge them up. This game is highly addictive. I did not expect it to hook me as it has. The plot is pretty generic. It's just demons invading the world, and you have to, fight them. Typical fantasy stuff, but you play as 5 different characters. It's split across 5 campaigns. These campaigns are surprisingly lengthy. I just finished the 3rd one, and I'm already at 16 hours in this game, which is kind of surprising for it's good, but for like a puzzle game, I did not think it would be that long. I will also say this game also gets very difficult very fast because the computer you mess up a turn, the computer will absolutely capitalize on that and just destroy you.
That's why I never got far.
But it's a very addictive game. It's like I said, I'm going to play it to the end here. Once again, like I said, I don't know why Ubisoft does not mention this game, but Ubisoft makes a lot of questionable choices as of late.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
But remember, just because you buy the game doesn't mean you own it, per Ubisoft.
Oh, God. Yeah, there's that whole thing. And the last game that I've been playing, which is a quick one, is Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble, which is a Super Monkey Ball game. I love
Super Monkey Ball.
Same. Love those games.
Yeah. It's great. Yeah, it is great. And I think this might be the best Super Monkey Ball since like the ones on the GameCube, because I just feel like it's got like the best level design. They nailed the physics, which has always been kind of a problem in the later games. Plus, in this game, you get to play as Godzilla, so that's an automatic win for me.
Nice.
Plus, also, when you're playing as Godzilla, instead of capturing bananas, he captures trains, so I just love it.
That's cute. I love that.
Also, there's other, like, you can play as Pac-Man in this game, and I think they have the dude from, like, Among Us, and...
Oh, my God. One of the Among Us characters. I like the Among Us characters. I think they're cute.
Who's the VR Japanese singer? Joe, do you...
Miku?
Oh, yes, she's in this game as well.
Oh, okay, Miku. Okay, gotcha.
And you also play as, like, was there a monkey dressed as Kiryu, too, as well?
Yes.
Is that the blue-haired girl you're talking about that I see in random shit?
Miku?
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
That's an Miku, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, but this game's incredibly fun, and surprisingly, there's actually a really active online community. I've actually hopped in and played a couple of games and have had no issues logging in. I think the only issue I have with this game is normally it runs at 60 frames, but when you play it like in multiplayer, it goes down to 30 frames, and it is just very jarring. I mean, it's a solid 30 frames, but it's just jarring going from 60 to 30 suddenly. But yeah, I recommend this game. Like all the Monkey Ball games, it tends to go on sale pretty quickly for like $20. So, I mean, it's a good game, and surprisingly, it's also made by the people that do the Like a Dragon Yakuza series. Yeah, so that was
that's how they got their start at Sega. Before they started doing Like a Dragon, they helped create the Monkey Ball games. That was their start.
Huh. It's an interesting start to go from Monkey Ball to Yakuza, but hey.
Yeah. Go from fun, cute little puzzle 3D games to full-fledged storyline beat-em-up games. Like, hell yeah.
That is a series you need to play.
They're great games. They're a lot of fun. Go pick them up.
Yakuza? I have them all.
Yeah, good. Well, then start playing them. They're fun.
Too busy.
Yeah, we
Too
made
many
the
games.
first two. Too.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
Mike. You're breaking my heart.
Yeah, no, I love the Yakuza games, but those games are long as fuck.
Yeah,
They're worth it, though. They're worth it. They're a blast.
Yeah.
All right, Robert, do you have any other games to mention?
Another one I've been playing on and off is Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That
a
looks really
good
fun.
one. It is.
Man,
It's kind of like a roguelike, I guess.
Ever since Shredder's Revenge, there have been so many like good Ninja Turtle games again. Like it's really impressive
Yeah.
stuff.
And they release content for Casey Jones as a character now, so
Yes.
and
I
that
haven't
one
gone back and play it.
with a new level. It's a nice one. Like if you get the ninja powers, you can get shurikens, and you can just
Nice.
have the whole screen full of shurikens and just taking out foot soldiers nonstop. It's awesome. It's a good one to pick up and check out.
Is that your last games you have?
Yeah.
Okay. And Kyle, do you have any other games to mention?
Yeah, just a few. Well, let's see here. As of right now, one of the games I've just been in the mood to really play lately, I fired up a little earlier today because I started thinking about this last night, and it's like, I think I wouldn't mind playing through it again. So there's this game for the NES. God, I guess it's my theme today. It's a Konami game, developed and published by Konami, released for the NES. Great little game. In fact, I think it's a little sad it never seems to be brought up ever, especially when it's a better version of another Konami game they released a couple years prior. I've been in the mood to play through The Lone Ranger on the NES. So in about 1991, this summer of 1991, Konami, for no reason at all, made a Lone Ranger NES game, and it fucking kicks ass. It's a really fun little shooter game, and it has a bunch of different gameplay styles in it. There's parts where when you have to explore something like a cave or something or an abandoned building or whatever, and you're in a first-person view mode, and then there's parts where bad guys ambush you and you have to shoot them in first person, and you can play that part with the zapper. So it's kind of like Bayou Billy, where there's multiple gameplay modes, but it's a much better version of Bayou Billy than Bayou Billy ever was. And then there's parts where you walk around and shoot things. That's the main sort of gameplay mode you go throughout the game, is you walk around and shoot bad guys. And then there's parts when you're in town, it's like an RPG, and you talk to people, and then you fight bad guys in town when they start shooting at you, so you can punch them or shoot them. And yeah, Lone Ranger on the NES is such a kick-ass game, and it's still so underrated. And I hear nobody ever talk about it, and it makes me kind of sad, even in today's culture, when I feel like so many people have done retro reviews and stuff on YouTube, and all those years gone by of people doing that. No one ever talks about this game, and I think it's kind of a bummer. It's a kick-ass game, and so I've been in the mood to play Lone Ranger on NES, and it's still a damn solid little game.
I only know it exists because of you mentioned it before, and I've looked at it. It looks cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's a lot of fun. There's a bit of a challenge to it, but it's a good challenge. It really kind of keeps you on your toes. It's not just you could use cheats or whatever and bullshit your way through the game, but if you ever want to play it legit, it's actually not that hard. It's there's a bit of a challenge, but like I said, it keeps you on your toes. You gotta, when you kill bad guys, you also get bullets or money, and with the more money you have, you can buy better guns and buy better bullets for your guns, and yeah, it's really fun to keep yourself upgraded. It's a really rock solid little license game too. Konami really knew how to do license stuff. I don't know what it was, but they just knew how to do it. They could make any licensed game into a really good game. They did it with Tiny Toons, they did it with friggin' Ninja Turtles, and they did it with friggin' even crap that never that barely existed. Bucky O'Hare. Bucky O'Hare got a kick-ass NES game, and it got a kick-ass arcade game, and The Simpsons got a really kick-ass arcade game. And yeah, Konami, they just knew how to deal with license stuff, and they always made them into proper fun games. It's not just oh, it's a license, so we could just let it slide. No, they always put their love and attention to it, and it's man, I've been playing. I've been really eating well with good video games lately, and it feels good.
I'm glad. All right. Anyone else have any last games to mention before we go on to movies and TV?
No.
Okay. All right. And we'll save all the anime for the last part.
Cool.
For reasons.
Okay.
So.
Oh, okay.
For your music.
Okay.
So we'll go with movies first. I have two movies to mention. First, I watched Basquiat, which I've never seen before, which is Gary Oldman's in it.
Ooh.
It's super studded cast. I forget all the people that are in it. I watched it earlier about a month ago, but it's based on an artist that passed away long before he should have. Drugs, I think, is what it was. But he's played by I can't remember the guy's name, but he was in Hunger Games. He's the black guy with glasses in the second movie. If that helps somebody out there, Jeremy something I think is his name.
Oh yeah, the smart guy.
Yes,
yeah.
He's also in Westworld, I think, too, from what I remember hearing. I never watched Westworld, so I can't speak to it. But no, it's a really good film. Gary Oldman's in it. I should pull up the cast while I'm trying to talk. All I know is I just remember seeing star after star after star, and I just randomly was in the mood. I was looking up documentaries for him, then I found the movie, and it was just really good. Jeffrey Wright, David Bowie plays Andy Warhol.
Hey, nice.
Benicio del Toro is in it. Dennis Hopper, Gary Oldman.
Man, hell yeah.
Courtney Love.
Woo, holy shit.
Christopher Walken is in it for one damn scene.
What movie?
Oh, and
What movie is it?
Called Basquiat, based on a real life artist.
Okay.
I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm pretty sure, but and William Dafoe's in it too. But he's for one little scene. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It came out in 1996. I'm assuming it's before he was famous and stuff. But I just remember being like, it was actually a really good film. I enjoyed it. So, and David Bowie plays a good Andy Warhol.
What the hell? That's a crazy. What's a
I
weird
love
movie.
that. That's like when David Lynch casts fucking like David Bowie and stuff, and he'll do like a southern accent, and it sounds like weird as shit. I love it.
It was a very strange because I had I just kind of went into it randomly. Because I'm just like, okay, I got time. It's on HBO Max. I need to do some editing. I don't know what to watch. I'll just throw this on and watch this movie, and I ended up really enjoying it.
Nice.
So, and then the only other movie to mention for me that I saw in theaters, I saw Minecraft.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you ended up seeing that with your son. Good to hear.
Yeah, he liked it. I was trying not to fall asleep.
Fuck.
So I don't know. It has its moments, but I guess part of me doesn't like seeing Jason Momoa play a complete idiot.
Yeah,
kind of bothered me.
Yeah,
like he plays a complete idiot, and I'm like, I don't like this.
Also, I love Jack Black. I hear he cranks up to 11 in that movie, and it's fucking unbearable. Okay.
He really just Jason Momoa was hard as much of an idiot as I think it hit. It's a guy essentially who was a big gamer in the 70s or 80s and now is a washed up guy, owns a store and is going broke. So he's trying to get diamonds from the Minecraft world to make real money. That's his
Okay.
plan.
What the fuck?
That's
weird.
It was it was a weird movie, but I just remember falling asleep near the end of it being like, it's not that bad. I don't know, but my son liked it, but I was just did not want to be there. So, but I tried.
Oh, good.
I'm glad he had fun. It just wasn't for me, but maybe other people enjoyed it. I also know nothing about Minecraft, so that doesn't help. I've never actually played a Minecraft game.
Mike, you had the old man moment where you're like with your kid and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Kinda, yeah. Like I knew a little bit about it, but like is the big lady from the games?
No, it's all OG story, like and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like if you make another portal, it does not open another more. It doesn't invite stuff to come in. That's not how that works. The AI is not advanced enough.
It's just, I don't know. And they also do too much real world stuff. I'm like, no, get out of the real world. Just give me Minecraft. Like, that's fine. I don't want to see them not in the Minecraft world. That's what I'm here for. And there's a lot of
Jennifer Coolidge fucks a villager at the end of the movie. It's all good in the hood.
Yeah, that was also kind of weird. I'm like, okay. I mean, that didn't bother me.
Yes. Someone owes me $5.
Yeah, it does happen. It's just a really strange movie.
No one jumped up and screamed chicken jockey and ruined your movie experience.
Oh no.
There was nobody there. I went to a Saturday. I went to an afternoon showing on a weekday or a Monday. So there were a couple people there. There was a couple above us, and then there was a family down below, and that was it. So there weren't a lot of people that came to this movie.
The movie theater in my town, they had to start banning people after they started doing that in the movie.
Why are people yelling chicken jockey?
Because kids have to ruin everything we've ever had. We had people having a good fun time during the Avengers movies, and now people are throwing live chickens and Minecraft movies to scream chicken jockey at the top of their lungs. So they
and
can
then
get
everybody starts rioting and destroying the place because they're fucking assholes.
Yeah, and it's just the fucking.
This really happened?
Yeah, go look on TikTok. Look up chicken jockey on TikTok.
I don't think I want to look that up.
Yeah, and Jack Black went to one too and was like, "Hey, it's me, Jack Black. Stop destroying movie theaters, and everyone actually fucking listened too. But it doesn't help. It doesn't help the current owner of Minecraft. It's not Notch. It's the current like.
Yeah, it's another guy. Fucking I forgot his name.
But he was like he went on Twitter and was like, "Hey, I think it's pretty cool. You guys are fucking up movie theaters. You should keep doing it." And it's like, dude, that's not what you say to these kids. You're gonna fuck everything up for everyone.
Why would you say that?
Because the guy's a fucking weirdo.
Movie theaters are like the last fucking thing I have where I can go and just like enjoy a thing and not have to deal with fucking stupid people. Like, Jesus Christ.
Remember, movies are where the magic happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that freaking trailer, but yes.
I love that trailer.
I don't like Nicole Kidman. I think is part of it. So.
Wow, fuck you. Fuck you. How dare you?
Great actress. I don't know. There's something about that. I think the reason I don't like that trailer is because I have an issue with not being late to things. So I always show up early to movies when I shouldn't. And I have to watch all the trailers that I've already seen. And my son's getting antsy and I got to watch that. I'm like, just play the damn movie already. So that's and I've heard it too many times. They need to change it out. All right. Yeah. That's all I got for movies. Joe, what about you?
So I'm not talking about one movie. I'm talking about a big line of movies. So for the past 2 weeks, I get high on a couple days. I go over to the same friends that I play Baldur's Gate with, and we decided going on a movie journey. But we need to kick off this movie journey with what people refine as the best movie franchise in existence. So I've been steamrolling through the fucking Fast and the Furious movies.
Yes.
Oh no.
You said the best movies.
Holy shit. I legit do not know how to feel about these movies. They get to really fun, and they're really like the first 3 movies are like, oh, this is such
garbage.
we're trying to make a cool fad, and then they go, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna be crazy action. And so Vin Diesel becomes the god of cars, and then he becomes the god devil, and he's evil, and for some reason Gal Gadot's there. And they keep trying to make it a prequel to Tokyo Drift. And then they had a guy on screen where he was 18 and then he's 34 in the next scene because they totally forgot that people age.
Yeah, because Tokyo Drift takes place after the 6th or 5th movie.
After the 6th movie.
Okay.
Yeah, because 7's the one where they lose Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that. And so the reason why we're watching this is because our friend and her husband, she loves this movie, and I shit you not, she loves all these movies because she grew up with them, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about these, dude. And we get to the Paul Walker death scene, I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty depressing, and she's sad, and I'm like, oh, I feel bad. And she's like, I'm just so happy you guys got to experience these. I'm like, we ain't done yet, bitch. We got 4 more movies
and a spin-off.
I hope you said that to her. Come on, bitch, we're watching more.
Oh yeah, I know. I love her. She's basically family. We just got past 8 where he has to be evil because of reasons. I'll go ahead and let people watch that.
Family or something, I forget.
Family. Yeah,
no,
family.
I as a guy who hasn't seen past 6, I think it was, because I saw them in theaters as they were kind of coming out. Then I stopped, and I've never went back. But I know of them.
There is nothing like being blitzed and seeing Vin Diesel and Paul Walker fucking throw a safe around on a highway and just beating the shit out of people. It's so goofy, and so I say it because apparently the part 10's in 2 parts. I don't know if that's true or not. People are weird, but we're getting another one. So if you're not on the bandwagon now, the worst time, the best time to start a movie is yesterday. Second best time's today.
Are they ending then finally?
Fuck no, they make those movies. Those movies make them so much money.
Okay, and what else is Vin Diesel gonna do? I guess so, huh?
Besides be hot, nothing.
Fair enough.
Oh, but The Rock also has to have a movie career too. Don't forget that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I'm kind of tired of him.
Same.
He's really unbearable. What sucks is I just hit 8, so I've got 8, 9. I've got 8, 9, and
Hobbs and Shaw,
where he's bearable again, and then I have 10 where he's unbearable because that's when he's trying to be a fucking Marvel superhero, DC superhero.
Yeah, because when he was trying to do Black Adam, he's partly why that movie failed. So
yeah, but he's also ruined Moana too. So he's really just trying to get away from wrestling, and he's upset that John Cena is succeeding.
Yeah, that sounds accurate. All right, any other movies you want to mention?
None that I can think of right now. I really have been watching a lot of movies.
Me either. And Joseph.
I got 2 horror movies I want to mention. I rewatched 28 Days Later last last night after I found out it's been back on digital.
Fuck yeah.
Not being available for, God, almost like 10, it's got to be close to 10 years it wasn't available for purchase.
Seems ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, you can blame Disney for it.
They own it?
Disney.
So
Is it
what
Fox?
happened is Sony owned Fox owned it, then Disney bought it, and then Disney did nothing with the property. And I guess what ended up happening is the producer of the original of the movie bought the rights back from so now we're just got to come full circle. It was a huge mess, but yeah, like people may not know, there is a new 28 movie coming out 28 years later, and to build up hype, they've re-released the original movie. So getting caught up on that, it's a great. I don't even really want to know if I want to call it a zombie movie, but it's a really good horror movie. Definitely check it out. It's got a lot of like Cillian Murphy's in it, Naomi Harris, Christopher Eccleston or Doctor Who is in this, and this was made before they were all big stars. So it's kind of interesting to see where they all got their start.
How many are there?
There's only 2 movies.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, because it was in rights hell for so long. They couldn't get anything else made.
Rights held for so long.
Okay, because the second movie is the one with Hawkeye, right?
Yeah, he's great in that movie.
Okay, I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one ended on kind of a big cliffhanger too.
Which goes nowhere due to the new 28 years later is going to be a full trilogy. So
Yep. I'm actually kind of excited for who they're getting to direct the new trilogy too. I know a director who I actually ended up really liking because of her last movie, not her last movie, but the movie before her last movie, Nia DaCosta. She's going to be no, that's not the movie I liked that she did. Nia DaCosta is going to be directing one of the parts of the trilogy, and I was a big fan of her Candyman movie, and I want to see what else she's going to do.
That was her?
Yeah, Nia DaCosta. She was the director of the new Candyman movie. Even though a lot of people kept on saying it was Jordan Peele's, like, no, she's fucking directing it. It's her movie. It's not Jordan Peele's. I know, I get it that people are saying Jordan Peele because he's, like, famous, but, like, fucking show some respect to black women, you fucking assholes. Like, Christ. Anyway, yeah.
Have you not seen America? We voted for a king instead of because some people couldn't vote for a black woman. So, hey.
Well, you guys didn't want to vote for the white woman, and then you didn't want to vote for a black woman, so you guys just apparently hate women. So
we just like clowns, apparently. We just love clowns.
Yep. God forbid you vote a woman in. Oh, no. We can't.
I voted for a woman both times, but yeah, not this country.
I'm pretty excited to see what this new trilogy is going to be like for the 28 sort of series. Like, what's this going to do? I'm really fucking eager to see what's going to happen.
Anybody ever read or heard of the comic series called The Crossed?
I have not.
No.
Okay, I will say this. It's not a series I recommend because it's probably the most violent comic ever made, but the only reason why I bring it up is because it's set like in a post-apocalyptic world where like sort of like a virus similar to the 28 Days Later one, and it shows how humanity is surviving. And I'm like, the new movie's like, man, this looks like they took a lot of inspiration from that comic series.
What was the other horror movie you wanted to mention, Joe?
So the other horror movie is one I've also mentioned in the Discord chat, and you should all join that if you're not in there, but is Sequoia the Large Family, which is a really odd Japanese horror movie.
Okay.
I'm trying to be careful with what I say because this is a movie, the less you know, the better, but basically it's like a mockumentary that follows a Canadian documentary person who's following this family who's abnormally large family of 9 kids, which is extremely rare in Japan. And the more that you just keep watching this family, you realize that there's something is off about them. And that's all I really can say about it because I don't want to ruin it. But it's a really good movie. It's the epitome of a slow burn horror movie with a big payoff. And it's on YouTube. It has official subtitles, so you can go in there and just watch it. And it's a quick movie. It's like 90 minutes. If you like Japanese horror, definitely check it out.
Okay.
And what's it called?
Sequoia the Large Family.
I've only ever seen one Asian horror movie, which is on this podcast, just got released the day before this recording. And I don't know. Halo 2 Sisters.
I will say this. It is. I will say this. It's not any like blood or gore in this horror movie. This is more subtle with its horror.
Okay. I don't like horror. I think. I'm not sure. I like psychological horror, but it's got to be a certain kind.
Possible horror.
Like, I like do you read Sutter Kane? That I like.
Hell yeah.
It was great.
I love that movie.
All right.
I think the creator of 28 Days Later said that it's not a zombie movie, but I might be thinking of a different movie.
A virus than a zombie. Zombies don't run at frickin' 30 miles an hour, so
Yeah, they're infected.
yeah, they're not zombies. They're just angry people.
Well,
Very angry people.
I'm trying to remember. Well, the virus is just like an advanced form of rabies.
Yes.
In the movie, yeah.
I got a movie I watched last night. Werewolves is what it's called. It came out. I think it came out in 2023. It's
Okay.
about like the super moon that comes. Like it came a year before, and people turn into werewolves if they're exposed to it. So you have to like lock yourself in your house and shit like that. And some people get exposed, and yeah.
So it came out in 2020.
Is that right? Oh, it came out 2020? Okay.
No, I should have. I'm making a joke. Sorry. Because we're all locked in our houses in 2020.
Yeah.
Bad joke.
It wasn't too bad. Like, the ending sucked. Like, it was a good
Never
little...
even heard of it.
Yeah. It was
That doesn't
dumb.
mean much.
Yeah. I think it was on Amazon or Netflix.
Okay. Do you have any other movies to mention, or just that?
Then started watching Marvel. The Marvel movies started on Captain America.
Ooh.
Then watched Captain
Nice.
Marvel.
There's some really good ones in there.
Yeah.
There's some really bad ones in there too, but there's some really good movies.
Yeah.
Most are good. Phase 4 and 5.
Well, Iron Man 3 was a weird one.
I love Iron Man 3.
I liked it the more when I watched it last time, but yeah, that's a movie, all right. Okay. And Kyle, do you have some movies to mention?
Yes, I do. I actually have quite a few. So, let's see here. I've actually been watching quite a few movies the past couple of months. To start things off, I'm not sure when my last appearance on this specific podcast was. I think February or before that?
I could figure it out, but I don't really keep track. So,
No,
for the
okay.
record.
Shit. So,
It's fine.
So, February, I watched 2 movies in theaters, and I loved them both. I watched the new film Companion, and I loved that movie. I thought it was fantastic. We are fucking eating so well as like new movie people and like horror movie people. Companion's fantastic, and it's so good, really well made. Really reminded me of Ex Machina, but done in a different style than Ex Machina, where like Ex Machina was sort of really reflecting and like asking questions about morality, where like Companion's a lot more of like a character piece, and like we kind of realized just how fucking scummy a lot of people are in the movie, and like it's just really well done. Plus, like, man, I would make all sorts of statements and like make fun of like Jack Quaid for being a quote unquote Nepo baby, but that guy is in so many good fucking movies, and he's actually like a good actor. And I'm like, fuck, I could like, I would really make fun of this guy and like call him a fucking dumb Nepo baby, but like, no, Jack Quaid is actually a good actor, and he's been in like a million good movies. Like, what the fuck? Holy shit. I'm actually genuinely impressed with his skills. Like, man, guys actually genuinely putting effort out there. But yeah, Companion is excellent, and I really loved it, especially the ending. I thought it was a really nice, like, oh, good for her ending with what happens. I'm not going to say what happens, but yeah, that's just the only thing I'll say about that. And then I saw the very bizarre but fun as hell and honestly very charming Heart Eyes, this kind of a weird crossover between a romantic comedy and a horror movie slasher. And
all right,
honestly, I thought it was fantastic as well. In fact, I might actually love it maybe a little bit more than Companion. I don't know. Those are both close calls. They're both like just fantastic movies. And Heart Eyes was such a fucking blast. It was you can tell just how queer of a movie it is by just the way it writes its characters and how it sets up certain things. And man, I feel like the queers have taken over as a queer myself. I'm a transgender man and I'm asexual, and I was born I was born intersex, so I think that makes me like 3 times queer. So anyways,
hell yeah.
I feel like the queers have taken over horror over the past like 40 years, and like, man, we are fucking kicking ass in horror. And Heart Eyes is such a fucking blast. It's such a cute movie. Honestly, this is like a new Valentine's Day movie for me now. Like, this is like, this is like my new Valentine's Day movie. Like,
okay,
this is such a blast. Like, this is like the perfect thing to like get like to watch on Valentine's Day with like either like a partner or a lover or whoever, or just by yourself and just get your favorite Valentine's candies and just fucking have a night in, just have a nice little night. And Heart Eyes was such a blast. I had so much fun. It was so funny and really charming. And actually, speaking of like, oh yeah, another actor that could be considered a quote unquote nepo baby, but like, fuck, I'm actually liking everything they've been in is Mason Gooding. Sorry, I forgot his name for a second. It was like Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son, Mason Gooding.
Oh.
Mason Gooding is also actually really fucking likable as an actor, and I've liked him in I've liked him in so many different things that I've seen him in. Like, he was great in the new Scream movies. He's really likable in the new Scream movies. He's really likable in Heart Eyes, and like, man, this guy's actually, once again, good actor. Holy shit, this is so weird. Like, I feel like I could make some type of like nepo baby statement, like, oh, fucking nepo babies, blah blah blah. But like, no, they're actually really good. What the shit?
We're just good actors.
Yeah, I know.
I've got a funny one for you in a bit. Trust me.
Okay, but yeah, moving on. Next month, I have seen. Let me double check my resources. I've actually seen a couple of movies, so just give me a moment. I have also seen. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. I have also seen The Monkey, the new Oz Perkins horror movie.
That looks interesting.
Oh man, The Monkey was fucking excellent, and I'm a little concerned now because I fucking loved The Monkey, but like. So we have The Monkey, and then later this year we're getting a new Final Destination, but I'm like, man, The Monkey kind of already did what I was expecting Final Destination to do. So like, I don't know about this new Final Destination. Like, it's got some work to do now. Like,
it's got living up to
that ending.
Yeah, like, man, like The Monkey already kind of did what I wanted a new is what I wanted a new Final Destination movie to do. So it's just like, all right, Final Destination, you got some work on you. You gotta, good luck. I'm gonna go see it, of course, but like, I just hope it can follow through because, The Monkey was such a blast, and I loved it. It was macabre in all the right ways. The performances were really good, and Oz Perkins as a director has really impressed me. I loved Longlegs from last year, and I loved this as well. And I am eager to see what else Oz Perkins will do with his career. I'm just like, all right, like, dude, all right, bring it on. Like, show me what you got. So yeah, I've seen that as well. Let's see here. What else? Oh yeah. I also saw the new Looney Tunes movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up in theaters, and that was a fucking classic. I loved that.
Nice.
Man,
Is that the one they tried to get rid of and then brought out finally?
That's both that and the new Roadrunner movie. That's also, but that's coming out. But that's actually coming out next year, thanks to the distribution company Catch Up Entertainment. So now, Day the Earth Blew Up is coming out. Well, actually, it's already out in theaters, and it's going to be out on digital and video soon. And then the next year, we're going to get the other movie. But yeah, Day the Earth Blew Up was fucking charming as hell and hilarious. And man, it was so nice to see a 2D animated movie in theaters. Like, I know that's such a small, minuscule thing, but like, it just felt nice. Like, oh man, this feels like the 90s. Like, fucking seeing a 2D animated movie in theaters. Like, oh, that's so charming. So I saw that, and I loved it. It was a blast. And I also saw, speaking of Jack Quaid, I also saw Novocaine. And Novocaine was hilarious and really gross. And
I almost saw that.
Oh, man. Novocaine is excellent. It was a very clever take on, like, an action movie and just, like what the human body can take. And I loved how for the topic of dealing with like a disability, it's actually, they really avoided from being like really ableist or anything like that. And it's just really fun. It's, there's some really good gross out gags and really just funny moments. Novocaine was excellent, and I highly recommend everybody check it out. Yeah, Novocaine was excellent. And so Novocaine was also really damn good. And I also saw at home, I saw this thriller that came out last year that got a lot of critical attention, a movie called Strange Darling. And I can't say anything too much about this movie because like it's easy to spoil. It was a good little twisty thriller. I wasn't like in love with it that I was assuming I would be like. I really thought I would like really love the movie, but I was just like, yeah, that was fine. Good performances. I'm always happy to see Kyle Gallner in a horror movie, whether he plays an actual bad guy or he's just, like he's cleverly casted of what looks like to be a bad guy, but he's actually a good guy. And yeah, I love whenever the horror movie directors cast Kyle Gallner and stuff. But yeah, Strange Darling is a fun, twisty little thriller, and I was really impressed with how a lot of the action sequences were shot too. There's some kind of gross moments where I was like, ugh. But yeah, Strange Darling was also really damn good. I didn't love it as much as I thought I would, but it was still really good. And those are all the movies I saw over the past couple of months.
Okay. Then we'll go to TV show, but we'll save anime for the last part. And I'll go first. I have a couple TV shows. One, I was watching some Zodiac documentary about the Zodiac Killer because I don't know why, I just also got really into it.
Why would you want to watch a documentary about Ted Cruz?
Good one. No, because they never did catch the guy, but they're pretty sure they know who it was. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're right. But I forgot, the whole joke that he was a Zodiac Killer. Fucking Ted Cruz. I wish he'd go away.
Same.
And then I finished that show Adolescence that Joseph had recommended some point you recommended on Discord.
Yep.
Man, that show had 3 great episodes, and it felt like I was missing 2 episodes and then missing an ending episode. It wasn't just me, right, Joe?
No, that's accurate.
Okay, because the first 3 are good, and all of a sudden we watch the 4th one, I'm like, wait, none of this is making any sense. And then it just kind of ends, and I'm like, wait, where's the rest of the show?
Yeah, I kind of had like a little bit of a time jump there in that last episode, and you do miss a lot of the...
Because, they're calling the father a pedophile. I'm like, oh, okay, and then nothing comes out of it. It's just, no, show's done. Show's done.
Although that third episode, is intense with the psychiatrist.
That was good, yes.
That was a real good episode.
I mean, it had some really good stuff to it, and I was expecting more, and then it just kind of ends.
Yeah. Although the final scene, the final scene was definitely heartbreaking.
Yeah, where he's going to say he's guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I was wondering, was it someone else that killed her? Like, no, it was him. So, strange show. And then the only other show to mention is I started watching the Hollywood Demons documentary, which is still going on HBO Max. Joe, I know you watched that 3rd episode about the Power Rangers, didn't you?
I have not watched it yet.
Oh, all 4 of the episodes are fucking tragic, but really good.
I know the first one's about 7th Heaven, right?
Oh no! Oh no!
About pedophile?
Yeah.
The dad now is like the actor who plays the dad's a fucking pedophile.
I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
Yeah, and then when he does an interview years later in the midst of a bunch of stuff because he legally could because statute of limitations had already gone.
Yeah.
And the way he describes it, and they had a psychiatrist that the words he does. They said this is a written statement. You can tell.
Yep.
Like, what a fucking piece of shit. Like, woo.
Yeah. And what's also funny is that in the show he played a priest. So, geez.
I know. I said the same thing in my life.
A priest being a scummy piece of shit, I never would have guessed.
And then the second one is about childhood stars. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Third one's about Power Rangers. That was really interesting to watch. And they talk about...
I hope this Power Rangers episode also goes over stuff like, Haim Saban being a billionaire piece of shit. And
it does talk about him being cheap as hell.
And a genocide-enabling piece of fucking garbage.
They leave out that last part, but they do talk about him being cheap as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not about him. It's more about, like, how JDF and one of the Power Rangers killed someone with a sword.
Oh, yeah, right. I remember. That's one of the later seasons of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story's like, he's like, I poked him. They're like, poked him. It went through his...
Yeah, fucking decapitated him.
Entire body. Like, I poked him.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it didn't work out well for him. But it's really good. Oh, Joe, I didn't know this, but Austin St. John did plead guilty to tax fraud.
Oh, really? That explains why I haven't heard anything about him in a while.
Yeah, he pleaded guilty. Because when they were doing those loans, he apparently stole money.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have cared, except he likes Hitler, so he can eat my ass.
Yeah, fuck him. Yeah.
I
heard that he is apparently a scummy piece of shit. So yeah, fuck him. He's a piece of shit.
I have his autograph, actually.
Yeah.
Same.
He is the
But to be fair, I met him before all that shit came out. I met him in 2021. He was at a convention. My buddy Rich, who's on the show quite often, actually came up here and we went and met him. But I remember he's like, you don't need to wear a mask. They don't do anything. And I'm like, I don't like that, buddy. I'm keeping my mask on. Like,
it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Don't tell. You're just some fucking random like.
But I didn't realize as much as like after he's like, well, Hitler has some great quotes too. Like, not really, but like also if you think that, keep it to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just go, hey man, I'm trying to sell shirts. Like, make up some of this shit. Like, don't.
You don't actually do anything. It's like, you shut your fucking mouth, please. You're just some actor. Like,
I don't know he's a Trumper, at least. He never came out and said, Trump's the best that I'm aware of, so.
Well, does it really matter at this point if he came out as Trump? Like, guy is already into a bunch of fucked up shit. He's a piece of shit person. Like, is that going to really like, oh, well, now he's a Trumper, so now I don't like him. Like, okay,
it would make it worse for me, yes.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to meet Kevin Sorbo really bad when I was younger.
No! Oh
Yeah.
I don't
no!
anymore, and it
Oh,
sucks.
oh, Mike, I'm sorry, you poor sweet summer child.
I mean, I liked him a lot back in, like, we're talking about the 90s.
Yeah, of course.
And I was like, I'm going to meet him someday at a convention or something. I always wanted to. And you know what? I have no interest anymore for some reason.
Whoa.
No interest. So, where was I going with this?
If it
All right,
makes
yeah.
you feel any, if it makes you feel any better, literally all the people I've ever wanted to meet are all already dead. So
Oh, well,
Aw.
I still kick myself. I had a chance to meet JDF, and I didn't meet him. And Kevin Conroy at the same convention. I kicked myself.
I'm sorry. I also missed my chance to meet
Double
Kevin
kick.
Conroy.
I was like, I spent too much money today. I'll meet him another time. No, I regret that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went through the same thing. I'm sorry, Mike.
Well, I wasn't into
At least with
Batman as much as I am
JDF.
now.
At least with JDF, sometimes like he hooks up his fans, like just
Yeah.
coming up to them and say hi. He will like give you a photo or something. Like
Oh yeah, that's a good dude.
Yeah, but
Like,
that ship is
yeah,
long
I
gone
thought
now.
some of his religion stuff was a little creepy, but like he sounded like the real fucking deal. Like you'd be like, "Hey, thanks for like, you know, like
oh, yeah, he
here,
loved
I'll
his
give
fans.
you, I'll give you like a poster and some other
But if
shit."
his wife
Like, here you
Tammy
go.
was there, that was a whole different story. Then she took over the booth. Then it
Oh
was
no.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
And then the last one is about the Real Housewives. It's pretty good. I mean, it's
God.
still airing, so I recommend checking out that documentary on Max if you have Max.
I will have to check it out. Thank you for the recommendation, Mike.
And that's all I have for TV. Joe, anything but anime?
Actually, before I have anime, I also have TV shows, and
Okay.
the one that's not a TV show. What is it? First, I've been really, really into a fake musical. There is a gentleman, I believe his name is like Jorge something. He created something, basically what's referred to as a concept album. So basically, he made a 22 song musical that's about the Odyssey. It's called Epic the Musical. And it's all completely written by him. He has people that he hired to sing other parts, things like that. And it's decently accurate. The music's really good. There's no real way, like it's a guy that made music, so you can go to YouTube and people do make like basically draw like animations and things like that. And he's a dude who's roughly like in his 30s, mid 30s. So all of his inspiration for the whole series is like, you know, video games and anime and really good storytelling. So I liked it a lot. I've been liking it a lot, and I've been recommending people all the time, especially because musicals have been kind of becoming a hit lately, and I really got into it, so I thought it was really good. But time for us to get super political.
We never do that in this podcast.
Yeah, because I've been watching the best medical drama that has ever been written. I spent 3 days watching Max's The Pit.
Ooh, nice! I want to start watching that.
Ooh, Kyle. Ooh. I had to take a break every 2 episodes.
I heard it's pretty intense. It is made by former ER people. I mean, it even has a former ER guy as like the star.
He is fantastic in that role. He plays Dr. Robbie, who is basically the main doctor.
Okay.
And the if no one knows, the concept for the show is every episode is an hour of the same shift of the ER. So it's from 7 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night.
Yep, a full shift.
And you may be wondering why it's 15 hours and not 12. Well, because you get to the big meaty episode, which is the episode I really want to get to, and the reason why I want to watch it. They end up having a situation. I'll go from here. So the main point of the show is the main character, Dr. Robbie. He's obviously the main character. He came into work on a day where he's supposed to be off, and they task him. Everyone basically asks him if he's okay to be off, basically because it's the anniversary of his mentor's death. It's also important because of the anniversary, because when he lost his mentor, it was during COVID. So this dude basically has hardcore PTSD from COVID in the hospitals.
Oh no.
And yeah, and he basically goes from like just being like trying to get through the day, having really bad anxiety, trying to get basically 3 new trainees to, because they're starting. And then like episode 10, 11, which is about 2-3, there's a festival that's happening in Pittsburgh, because this is what's called the Pit, that's in Pittsburgh,
Okay.
where there's a mass shooting.
Oh no.
And so they all have to get ready and get all these people coming in, and it's just, ooh, is it fucking rough. Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
I need to get my
And
wife to watch it.
yeah, it covers everything. There's cases. One of the things that I think you probably get a kick out of it, Mike, is like the first episode because it's from 7 to 8. And it's weird too because they time the episode perfectly as well because they're roughly an hour each as well. Once it hits around 7:30, Dr. Robbie's like, "Oh, hey, it's time for The Walking Dead," and they're like, "Well, what's that?" And it's basically they go, "Oh, simple. Whenever the nursery homes go around for the 7 o'clock checks, it's when they find people dead and then they bring them into the hospital to be revived." Yeah. And there's a really interesting dilemma where there's an old man who basically has dementia and he has flu in his lungs and his family comes up and they're like, "Well, what do you want to do?" And they go, "Well, honestly, he has pneumonia. This guy's like 90."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, he has a do not resuscitate order, so we should really honor that." But they're like, "Well, we have power of attorney, so we can get rid of that." And he's like, "Is that something you really want to do?"
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what do you mean? And he's like, "Do you really want your dad, who has dementia and can never remember where he's at, to have a tube in his throat where he's going to wake up and not remember and throw a fit?" And you basically just kind of see into this room of this old man with a tube down his throat, shackled up, and they're like, "There's nothing you can do for him." And he's like, "That's what you guys wanted." And holy shit, do I hate American healthcare.
Yeah.
No, that's realistic too.
Honestly, when you mentioned the shooting, it's like, oh yeah, that's something that actually makes me fucking terrified about being about ever going back to America. And for the record, there are shootings that happen in Canada too. They happen, and it's very terrifying, and that just scares me in general. Like, yeah, I hate guns. I fucking hate gun culture. I hate everything about guns, and yeah, fuck, that's terrifying.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's what is it? But the whole show tackles issues. One of the things that did also put me on the show, I did see someone on TikTok talking about how they showed it to their parents who were very far right, and they slowly ended up being like,
yeah, good.
Yeah, maybe we are in the wrong, and it's like, maybe we should treat healthcare workers better. And also,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just a bunch of interesting stuff. And then there is one of the things too. It very much plays like an ER show. Like it's in the ER physically as well, because there'll be times where there's a person and they're like, "Oh, well, the person's stable. Okay, cool. They're going upstairs, and that's it." Well, how does your story end? Doesn't matter. It's an ER. We learned a little bit about them. They went upstairs. No, nothing's left.
That's cool.
What? Oh, and then I mentioned this. I told you, Kyle. The Nepo baby. There's a doctor in the show who has an ankle monitor.
Okay.
She is the daughter of the guy that voices Chucky.
Yes, Fiona Dourif. That's one of the reasons why I want to start watching the show. Fucking Fiona Dourif. Fuck yes. I love Fiona Dourif so much. She's such a good actress, and fucking like that's another thing where like I could easily call like, oh, Nepo baby, but like. No, she's actually shown her skills. Like, goddamn. Like, I don't know where the fuck these fucking kids of rich, famous people, like, I guess they can afford, like, the classes or whatever the fuck, because, like, goddamn, they got it. They got the juice.
Yeah.
A lot of swearing on this.
Not a dry eye, any of those episodes. Immediately hooked.
You have to watch it once she finishes Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so where is your wife on Handmaid's Tale?
Season 3 at the time of maybe season 4 by now. I don't know. I won't watch that show. I stay far away. I'm like, you can watch it. I'll be downstairs recording. Like, I want nothing to do with that show.
I watched an ad for Hulu, and it looks like they get guns at one point. What the fuck?
God.
They ripped Gilead. I'm pretty sure Gilead is going down at the end of the last season. Anyone here watch Handmaid's Tale?
No. I think there's already enough apocalyptic misogyny. Like.
No, it's a good show. Like, it's not that.
I'm not doubting that, but like, I'm sure it's a fucking great show. But like, oh god,
I can't do it because I see too much of what what some people want out of it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'd be killed. Like, I already know that I'd be dead in a world like that. They would hang me pretty quickly. All the shit I say. Whew.
That's pretty much it for my TV shows.
Okay, Joseph.
First show I'm going to talk about is Daredevil Born Again.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
New show. This is a very good show. I think it does start off a little slow, although that might be due to the fact that they kind of, in the middle of production, completely rewrote the second half of this series. People who don't know, it was supposed to be like a reboot of Daredevil, and then they realized, oh, we should just make this a continuation of the Netflix series everyone liked, and glad they went that route. But yeah, this is a very good show. Charlie Cox comes back as Matt Murdock, Daredevil. Vincent D'Onofrio, I'm trying to remember the last name. He is great as Kingpin. Those two actors really carry this show. And it's very un-Marvel to a certain extent. It's a very brutal show, especially Punisher is in there, and he goes full Punisher, so don't have to worry about toning him down at all. But it's a good show. I recommend it if you're looking for something different from Marvel or just a big fan of the Netflix Daredevils. Definitely check it out. And other show I want to talk about is, once again, me and my weird Asian kick, is a show called Miss Sherlock, and it's Japan's take on modern day Sherlock Holmes, but it's a woman. This is it's on Max because this was originally a joint between HBO Asia and HBO America, and it is very weird. I know a lot of people are going to compare it to the BBC Sherlock series, and there definitely is similarities between that, but it's just weird because it's being set in Japan. It has that kind of Asian flair to it. Once again, some of the cases can get a little out there, as I mean, if you've ever played like Phoenix Wright or any of those, you could probably understand with what I'm going with, because it definitely has some of those moments in this series. The acting is top notch. The actress who plays the Sherlock, I mean, unfortunately she passed away, but I believe this was actually her last role, and does a bang up job on this. I think she, in a lot of ways, I kind of like her version more than Cumberbatch's version of Sherlock. Yeah, she's very good in this role. It's definitely an interest. It's interesting to get a Japanese take on a British character. It's not something you see a lot. And she has her own version of Watson, who's Dr. Watto in this. You have the inspector. They even have kind of a Moriarty character in this as well. So they definitely get all the Sherlock beats while making it its own identity. And like I said, it's on Max. I don't know how long it'll be on Max, with how happy they are to just get rid of things. But while it's on there, definitely check it out. It's a good mystery. It's only 8 episodes, and they're each about 45 minutes, so it's not too long either.
Okay, that's always nice. I like my short shows. All right, Robert.
I just got one show that I watched, Agatha the Harkness. I went through that series mostly because of Catherine Hunt. Like, she's pretty good. She's a good actor. First time I seen her, noticed her, was Step Brothers, and how funny she was in there. Like, it was a good little series. Like, it's kind of fucked up when you find out what happens at the end, like what everything was, but it was good.
Okay. God, I miss when I cared about Marvel shows more.
Same.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys, you're talking about Daredevil, you're talking about this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't seen any of those, and I'm like, I don't like this. Like, I miss it. I used to care. Okay, Kyle, do you have some TV shows?
Yes, actually, not too much of anything. I'm actually a bit behind on TV shows specifically. There's a couple things I want to watch. Thank you to the person earlier who mentioned The Pit. I actually want to start watching that because I loved ER. I haven't seen a lot of ER, but what I have seen, I've liked. And ER had a lot of great actors. And yeah, like I said earlier, when The Pit was brought up, that The Pit is pretty much a new version of ER in a sense, because it's created by people who worked on that show, and it even has I believe it's Noah Hawley? No, shit, the actor who's in The Pit.
I wonder if Joe knew he watched the show. I have no idea.
For pizza right now, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. That's okay. Sorry. No.
Power of Google.
Yes, power of Wikipedia. Fuck Google. Google can suck my balls.
I still use Google every day, but I understand.
I use a different one because, fuck Google. Here we go. Okay, sorry about that. It's Noah Weil, or Wiley. I don't know if it's Weil or Wiley. Anyways, yeah, I want to start watching The Pit. It looks fantastic. It sounds intense, and it just sounds like the right type of thing, done well with the medical drama. I do have a bit of a fondness for medical dramas as well. Actually, I have watched some TV. In fact, there's a couple things I'm excited for. So I don't know if I've talked about it much. I'm a big fan of, and before anybody says, I'm not a fan of the person, I think they're terrible, and I'm glad they're fucking canceled. They can go fuck themselves. I was a huge fan of the TV sitcom Roseanne, and I was also a big fan of the spin-off that's been spun off from the last season of Roseanne, The Connors. And The Connors is now on its final season, and I'm currently watching that, and it's pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. I've always liked The Connors as well. I'm interested in seeing how it's going to end off. Along with that, other TV shows I've been watching. I have been watching. I actually just watched the pilot episode this morning. Just something. I kind of wanted something for the background, but I ended up paying full attention to it. I watched the pilot episode of the American sitcom based off of the British sitcom Ghosts, and it's Ghosts is actually really funny. I was actually really impressed with it. I laughed quite a few times at the pilot, and I was like, okay, yeah, you know what, this is a lot of fun. I'll probably start watching more episodes of it. And
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, and as well, speaking of sitcoms, I've actually I'm just about to start watching I might be mispronouncing the name, but ironically, it's a medical show, but it's a comedy. It's created by the guy who created Superstore, Justin Spitzer. Saint Denis, or Saint Denis, or I think it's Denis, Saint Denis, the new sitcom created by Justin Spitzer. I want to start watching that show. I've heard lots of good things about it, and I've heard it's really funny. I like the cast for it. I'm especially a big fan of Wendy McLeavin. I liked her in Bridesmaids. She was really funny in that show. And I know she had a long run on The Goldbergs, which I occasionally watch The Goldbergs. It was a decent show. But yeah, I'm actually pretty behind on TV shows at the moment. There's some things I want to start watching, and I'm pretty excited to start watching as well. That's pretty much me on TV at the moment.
And I have one other show to mention I forgot. I watched a few episodes so far of the show called The Tracker, which is on season 2.
Nice.
That's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually kind of fun. Like,
nice.
I don't know. I like it.
Okay.
It's about a guy who tries to find people for reward money, and so each episode is a different thing, and it kind of reminds me of older TV.
All right.
So, and it's got the actor is the guy that played Arrow in Smallville. I forgot his name.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
But I'm enjoying it. I watched about 10 episodes so far, but it's actually a pretty good show.
Okay.
I recommend it.
Nice.
So, yeah. And then, yes.
I forgot a TV show that I watched.
Yes.
It's real quick, though. I watched the first episode for Last of Us Season 2.
Ooh, nice. That just started.
Yeah,
I believe that just started.
The internet is either going to explode at the end of this episode or the beginning of the next episode. We will see.
Oh, yeah. The internet should know what's coming. I can't do that franchise, so I don't try to.
Well, TV show's a lot more palatable.
Okay. I played the first game and I beat it. I'm like,
I wasn't in the mood to play that. I love the first Last of Us. I think it's a fucking masterpiece of a game.
Great game. Just depressing.
Yeah. No, yeah. Like I just wasn't in the mood for Last of Us 2 because like it came out right as lockdown started, and I'm like, oh no, the last fucking thing I want to play is this. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Fair.
Although I did play the Resident Evil 3 remake in lockdown, so I don't know what that tells about me.
Yeah, but that's not depressing.
Yeah.
It's more
Jill Valentine being badass and shooting a lot of guns. Like,
yeah. It's a different. Last of Us is a very depressing to real life. I mean, Resident Evil is a corporation gone bad and creating a bioweapon. I mean, that's not believable at all. Corporations are wonderful people. What are you talking about?
No, I know, right? They've never done anybody any harm ever.
All right, and I think it's time to cue that music editor.
Joe's Anime Corner. Anime Corner. I watch a lot of anime, especially around this time.
Joe, what anime you got for us today?
Okay, so I have one anime that I've got halfway through because I'm stupid and have not decided to watch it for a hot minute. I got halfway through the Devil May Cry anime.
Hey, the new one. Right, okay.
Yeah. Kyle, are you a big Devil May Cry fan?
I'm kind of off and on with it.
Okay, watch at your own risk.
Okay.
That bad? Or
No, I actually think it's fine. I love the series, and I've never given a shit about when people are like, "Oh, they changed a bunch of things." I think this is perfectly fine.
Yeah,
My bigger issue is the creator is a Trump supporter.
Yeah, he is, which fucking sucks.
Who's the
did not know
creator?
that.
Ali, go ahead, Kyle. You probably say it better.
No, I wasn't. I was just sounding. I was just.
Oh, it's like
sorry. You go ahead.
Ali something.
Is that the same guy who does the Castlevania stuff?
So he does the Castlevania anime. His studio does, but he specifically.
Well, if we're gonna do this, the name something like let's actually look up his name because I don't want us to sound fucking racist.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he is racist, apparently, so I'm less upset.
No, he is, but like, just because he's racist doesn't make us any less racist by just going, oh, Ali something. It's Adi Shankar. That's the creator of the new Devil May Cry series.
Yes. I didn't want to butcher it either. That's why I was taking a minute to look it up too. Yeah. But it is made by his studio. It is the same creator of the Devil May Cry, Castlevania anime, but it is he does not write it though, so that's where I kind of take a stand at it. I say that because there's a couple of goofy things. There's also one thing that I don't like about the series, which I found out recently. Johnny Young Bosch voices Dante for it.
Which is good because the original actor, well, not the original, he's like the third actor for Dante, but the previous actor for Dante, Ruben Langdon's a fucking idiot and a psychopath.
What is he, like a 5G denier or something? Or
yeah, and he's like, he has all these other like weird. Sorry, I don't want to be nicer. I'll take back my psychopath comment, but like the guy said some like really fucking stupid shit, and he has a whole bunch of weird ass like theories about shit, and it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Like, you're an actor. I'm not saying you're not allowed to have, like, opinions on stuff, but it's like, you're going to be, like, a very populist person. Like, shut the fuck up. Don't weird people out.
I'll never forget that somebody called my store and said that the 5G towers were poisoning people and I need to call the mayor. I'll never forget that. And I'm like, ma'am, you reach FedEx. You need to print anything or ship anything. I'm not going to call the mayor. Like, I will help you print something. You can call the mayor yourself. Like,
I'm surprised you just weren't like, sir, this is a fucking Wendy's. Like, what the fuck? Like,
there was a Wendy's. There actually was a Wendy's like down the block. So but
I mean, I know you're not a Wendy's, but like, I'm surprised you didn't do the fucking meme. Just like, sir, this is a fucking FedEx. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do?
No, I can't do that. I'm very professional in any job I have.
You want me to ship something for you? That's all that I can do.
That's what I said. I'm like, do you need to print anything? Do you need to ship anything? Because I mean, I just let her talk, and I just didn't. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, I'm done now.
Yeah.
I need to get back to work.
Also, from what I have heard from the series, I'm not sure how 100% true it is because of, rumors, things like that. I apparently heard Johnny Young Bosch was tricked into voicing Dante. They asked him to voice something for Devil May Cry, and he did. And then halfway through recording, they revealed that he was voicing Dante, and he's like, I'm supposed to be his nephew, right? And the dude went, "Oh, I don't really give a shit. We'll figure that out later." So,
wow.
Yeah. So,
well, Johnny seems to be taking it in good spirits because I see him on like IG all the time, and he's like always like being happy and stuff. So,
he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's nice. My wife met him once.
I still want to meet him. He's like one of the few people who I actually still want to fucking meet. That's hopefully not a piece of shit. Because like I love Johnny Young Bosch, always have. Big fan of his voice acting work. I loved his stint on Power Rangers. Yeah, like seems like a decent guy.
I really got to meet him too. But that's my one anime. Does anybody else have any anime? Mike, do you have anime?
No, I didn't watch any.
No.
I have some anime. Nothing too major to report. I have still been watching through Blue Gender. I'm a little further into the series. I'm into the late teens, early 20s. It's a 20, I believe, 5 or 6 episode anime. Blue Gender's all right. It has its low moments. The animation on a couple episodes also particularly rough, but I really like a lot of what it's trying to do. And I think as a sci-fi kind of a horror mecha series, I like what it's also trying to do there. I remember before I started watching again, because I've seen it before when I was younger, I saw someone kind of summarize it as like Japan's take on like Starship Troopers. And I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty good summarization. Like this really does feel like Japan's attempt at like Starship Troopers. Blue Gender's pretty solid. And let's see. Actually, speaking of anime, I'm going to be starting an anime very soon that I'm really excited about. It's called Akiba. I think Akiba's Maid War. It's this really funny series about maids. And like, I don't know too much about it. I wanted to go in blind, but I've heard nothing but like really good things about it. A lot of my people who I really trust when it comes to anime criticism have said like, oh, it's really funny and it's like really good and really funny. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll start watching it. So yeah, that's a lot of the anime I've been watching as of lately.
I think I've heard good things about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll go off with the anime I've been watching as well. I wasn't sure if anyone else had anything. 3 things I've been watching.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to catch up on one, Fire Force. Ooh. Which is an ongoing anime. They're releasing the 3rd and final season. The season, I believe it's a part 1. So it's season 3, part 1, season part 2, and it's the final season. If anyone's familiar with Soul Eater, it's the prequel.
Oh,
so
okay.
If you want weird references that don't go nowheres, but will eventually be explained, and you're a fan of Soul Eater, watch Fire Force. And I can confirm it's very much connected, and it's a prequel to Fire Force. You have my Scout's honor. The second one that I've been watching, I've been waiting for it for a really hot minute. It's a spin-off series to My Hero Academia called My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Very much more grounded, less characters. It's supposed to be basically about a college student who is basically being a vigilante and trying to figure out kind of like a mystery scenario that's going on. I highly recommend it. If you left the My Hero series for specific reasons, this one gets a lot better in my personal opinion. It's also a lot shorter, and I kind of like the main character more because he's older, but that's probably old man to me. Plus the guy that's supposed to be helping them, which apparently the creator confirmed too. If the main hero's mentor for the OG series is Superman. The mentor for Vigilantes is Batman, which they do confirm, because basically the old guy's like, well, we're superheroes, right? There's superheroes who get rid of villains in the street. How about we just make everyone scared so no one decides to become a villain? And so his idea is he's supposed to be Batman.
Okay.
So
Okay.
And then the last one that I heard about, and I didn't expect it to be super, super good, posted in the anime list because I watched the first episode and was completely blown away. It is To Be Hero X. That's
Okay.
also on Crunchy.
Nice.
Thankfully, both Vigilante anime and To Be Hero, they're both being dubbed and subbed at the same time. So
Nice. Okay.
yeah, but it's drawn like the Arcane art style. So if you like the art style of Arcane, that's
Okay.
it. But it also switches over to like really thick 2D animation that's on par with like The World Ends With You.
Okay.
So it mixes both of them at really good moments. And the whole premise, for the most part, is that basically you have superheroes, but their powers are based on their popularity. So the more popular you are as a hero, the stronger your powers are. And so, as much as I hate to admit it, but it was a genuinely good hook. The episode literally starts off with this guy talking about how he does commercials for the heroes, and they basically fire him, and he goes to on the roof, and he's like, man, my life really sucks, I should really just jump. And he hears something go on behind him, and he turns around, and it's the superhero who he's basically been doing publicity for, and he's like, oh, I wonder what he wants. He literally looks over at him, winks, and keeps walking, and just hits the ground and dies.
Wow.
And
Oh,
he's
fuck.
like, wait, what? And so they get him, and they're like, did he tell you anything before he fell? And he's like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. And so they're basically about to like throw him in the river, and then they realize he kind of looks like him. They dye his hair and basically make him pretend to be the superhero. And that's genuinely the first half of that episode. The second half is really good, and the second episode was released, I want to say it comes out like on Wednesday or something. It comes at one point of the week. I think the new episode will be here this week. So it's really good from what I've seen, and it's got me hooked. And the second episode, I was wondering how they would top it, and they got pretty interesting. So it's a high recommend for me.
Okay. Any other anime?
Nope, that's pretty much. I've been behind. I still need to watch the Gundam Quaxel anime that came out that I've heard is really good.
I need to get back into Gundam. I fell out.
Yeah,
Too much fucking Gundam.
And then another one that I can recommend if you need from what I've heard, if you need an anime to watch with your parent, it's on Netflix. It's The Apothecary Diaries. It's
I've heard
basically
that show's supposed to be really good.
yeah, it's Chinese based. It's about a little girl named Mao Mao in like 18th century China, and she's basically just the Chinese emperor's like poison taste tester. And because what is that term? Because she's like the flower daughter or whatever, she basically is immune to like 90% of poison. So it goes into basically kind of like a 18th century mystery like detective show because he's trying to figure out what's going on half the time.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty much anime for me.
All right. I guess anyone else have any anime?
No.
All right. We'll go to plugs. Because I think that's all we got left. Robert, where can people find you at?
You can find me at Windsor Ghostbusters on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. And my cosplay page, I have Rabs Cosplay on Instagram. It's RAB Cosplay. And sometimes I post on there, sometimes I don't. So it's like not
Never know.
too often. Yeah.
All right. And Kyle, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Blue Sky at chibiufo.bsky.social. You can find me there. And you can find my podcast, the Unidentified Flying Obsession Podcast, wherever you find your podcasts. Once again, that is the Unidentified Flying Obsession Podcast, or the UFO podcast.
All right. And if you enjoyed this episode, you can hear all 4 years worth of these. They'll be in the show notes as much as I can fit. So definitely go check that out if you want to hear more What Are You Playing? If you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon with a little dying vote in our Patreon poll. We do 1 to 2 polls a month. So great way to support the show. Great way to affect the show. Because some things that are on the poll, otherwise they never happen. So yeah, you never know. If you want to be a part of the show, if you want to suggest things, if you want to just lurk, join the Discord. We're always happy to have new people join us, and we just shoot the shit and say all sorts of stuff. So join the Discord. It's free. You'll see a link in the show notes of every episode I pretty much do for this podcast. I want to give a shout out my awesome intro and outro, courtesy of Elena at Hell Has Free. You can follow her on TikTok and Instagram. Definitely go check her out. And want to give a shout out to Bill Tucker at A Gamer Looks at 40. I'm sure he's talking about Final Fantasy. Who am I kidding? So check out his podcast and check out absolutely the best podcast of Work in Progress. He's talking about the MCU movies and the MCU adjacent movies. So check out his show too. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube audio only, and rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. I think that's everything I need to say, so we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye bye.